A lot of people are talking shit about Tom, but he apparently still can't see. Here's the thing. The other eye got hurt as well, but not as bad, but it looks way worse. The finger goes way deeper in the other eye.
And you know, it's crazy that everyone that talks the most has never been poked in the eye. Not even a little bit, like accidentally.
Oh, it's horrible. The idea that you can't see and then you're supposed to fight a guy, it should be an instant 1-point deduction.
Do you have any updates about the eye of Tom Aspinall? And is there a rematch in the works?
Oh, Jesus. Don't let me talk about Tom Aspinall's eye. Apparently he's going in for a second surgery or just had it, and by surgery, I mean injections. I have no idea. Get a quote from him. God fucking forbid I say something about it. Go ahead.
Do you have any updates about the eye of Tom Aspinall? And is there a rematch in the works?
Oh, Jesus. Don't let me talk about Tom Aspinall's eye. Apparently he's going in for a second surgery or just had it, and by surgery, I mean injections. I have no idea. Get a quote from him. God forbid I say something about it. Go ahead.
Weird, Dana.
Jeez.
How close did you think you were to
Here's your quote. Catching strays, aren't I? Catching strays in my own living room on a Sunday morning.
Joe Rogan reacted strongly to reports that Tom Aspinall may have been fired from the UFC, calling the situation absolute chaos. While nothing is officially confirmed, Rogan questioned how the UFC could consider pushing out a heavyweight of Aspinall's caliber, praising him as one of the most dangerous and well-rounded big men in the sport. He highlighted Aspinall's loyalty, willingness to step in on short notice, and patience during the prolonged Jon Jones saga, underscoring that this isn't just about injury. It's about respect and mismanagement.
And we have wasted so many fucking months, and all of it for what? For Jon Jones to eventually get to the point where the UFC were like, are you going to fucking fight or not? And he's put a fucking tweet out to retire. That's what all of this was for. A fucking tweet. Oh, and a press conference in Azerbaijan.
Jon Jones called us last night and retired. Jon Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
It's honestly a disgrace that this is how Tom Aspinall wins his heavyweight world title when Jones never beat anyone who was the champion either. Jones was never any more of a champion than Tom Aspinall was. But for him to be announced as world champ like this, it's just not right. And when you look at the star that Tom Aspinall could be, the amount of fights he could have had in all of this time, and the fact that he's just patiently sat there and wasted months and over a year of his career in his prime because Jon Jones might want to fight him. What a disaster this is. And I can't believe that it's taken the UFC this long to figure that out. And I get it on the one hand because they're trying to give the fans what they want. And also, who would have really believed that someone like Jon Jones would delay things this long and bottle it in such fashion? I mean, it's pathetic on his part. But to be fair, Aspinall predicted it himself. So I just wish that they hadn't Michael Chandlered him this badly and kept them on ice. And inactivity is a terrible thing for fighters, and I just hope that this doesn't impact Aspinall's career any more than it already has, because unlike Jon Jones, people can say what they want about Jon Jones as a fighter, right? We've all acknowledged
When Tom Aspinall finally got his moment in the UFC, he suffered a serious eye injury. One specialist warned could cause permanent damage if he returned too soon. Instead of support, he was dismissed. Instead of protection, he was brushed aside. The alleged fallout feels personal, with Dana White's recent comments, including jokes about injections and a refusal to clarify the injury, adding to the sense of disrespect.
Back to Cyril, but surgery now is the focus, and then we'll kick on to 2026, right?
That's the plan. That's the plan. But by the time this is going out, they probably have had surgery on one side already. The next surgery's coming mid-January, so we're working towards getting back, and that's the plan.
It was really bad how it looks. And he said, you can't train your eyeballs to be stronger. Here's what it is. Protection here and here, but he obviously got no protection because the fingers were straight in. The fight should have been stopped. He couldn't see. It was a foul. He couldn't see. Then you can't fight. You know, if he'd have got knocked out with a head kick next, then it would have been worse. I don't know. And then he said, sometimes when your eyes here like that, it can become displaced and stay there. And they did a few tests on that, and they said it doesn't seem like that. And his vision on the eye that's the best eye, his eye wasn't following properly, so the muscles weren't working strong enough to go this way. This one just wasn't working that good at all. So we've got to have additional tests further this week, and Moyes is sorting the tests out for us, and he's got to have a CT scan.
He got fingered 2 in the eyes. One of his fingers even went in his mouth. Oh, like it was deep. Cyril Gane was looking so good in that first round. Tom Aspinall was bleeding. Cyril was landing with that jab. I got a heavyweight. You go in there, and a lot of the times a heavyweight, you see guys not really engage too much because it takes one punch, especially from 2 big punches like that. And Tom was kind of pushed, like coming forward. Cyril was landing beautiful jabs, circling around. He won that round. Both those guys, for being heavyweight, can move.
Rumors paint Aspinall as difficult. But Joe Rogan stressed that fighters don't choose injuries or fake them, questioning if the UFC is punishing him for being inconvenient and what that signals to others.
He's one of the best and most popular fighters in the world. And the reaction is, geez, don't let me say anything about him. Last I heard, he had a couple surgeries. Well, injections. Like the whole thing felt dismissive. The whole thing felt like he doesn't really believe it. If I'm being 100% honest, if I am to read his body language, and he will 1,000% say, that felt very dismissive. That felt like someone who didn't believe that his heavyweight champion was actually going through something. Anyone feel otherwise?
No, it was exactly that.
And
by surgeries, I mean injections. That's like a direct shot at him.
Yes.
Oh, God forbid I say something. Yeah, no, that's
like flip it. It was just, if I'm Tom Aspinall sitting there, I'm like, man, what did I do to this guy? All I've done is stepped up to the plate and I got poked in the freaking eye. And you think I want to get injections for fun? Do you think Tom Aspinall is injections or not, surgery or not? Do you think he's doing this for fun? And the world has no idea how much his life has changed as a result of all of this. Do you think he is doing this for fun? Do you think he's doing this to prove a point to all of you who thought he was faking? It's absurd to me. He could have easily answered that question like, to be honest, he's just working through things. Hopeful he'll be back. Wishing him the best.
And he would vacate the title if Elijah got to a point where he was going to fight for the title.
I hate that, Tom saying I'd vacate if he fought. It's even silly to talk about that.
Aspinall's contract is nearly up, and his camp hints that boxing offers more money and control. Joe Rogan warned that if
Tom came out and said, no, I'm not going to rematch him, he's a cheater. Why would I rematch a guy that already cheated, that violated not one of my eyes but both? I gave him his chance. He chose to cheat, and I'm going to move on. If Tom took that stance, which he's not going to do, I'm saying, but for fun, I think he'd have a lot of people that supported him. For some reason, Cyril has come out of this thing with his hands clean. He's the one that did the poking.
They've got to do something about these eye pokes. The rule is you got to have your hands like this, but you can still have your fingers out straight. You can't do that. You can do that. That's the stupidest rule I've ever seen in my life. Make a fist. Simple as that. You're throwing punches and you got to parry shots, but you just got to unbend your fingers. It's really not that hard. This is a stupid rule.
Only Tom knows what happened. Could he see? Couldn't he see? Could he continue? I can't make people fight if they feel they've been injured. After the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Cyril Gane off. He looked damn good tonight. I mean, he had Tom bloodied up and Tom didn't want to continue in the fight. The rematch is very interesting.
Think about Dana White saying Tom didn't continue.
Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so.
And then also, who gives it to eye pokes?
Who gives it?
Well, listen, I didn't continue. I'll tell you why I didn't continue. Because I'm not a dummy. Like, I'm not going to go out there and fight one of the best strikers in the world if I can't see. I know, as an MMA fighter, look, things are going to happen in the fight that compromise you. Go back and watch my fight with Arlovsky. The end of the first round, he punched me right in the eyeball.
Final 20 seconds of the first round. Oh, big right from Arlovsky.
For the rest of that fight, I couldn't see him out that eye. That's fine. If you get punched or kicked in the eye, that's fine. But if you get double eye poked in both eyes and you've got no vision because of a foul, why should I carry on so some dummy can look and say, oh yeah, Tom just got knocked out? Because I ain't going to fight if I can't see anything.
UFC fight. Can we expect to see you on the card?
I can't promise anyone anything, but I have very strong feeling that I'll be on that card. It's going to be historic.
But who would you take on? Who would be your dream opponent?
I would want to take on whoever's holding the belt at the end of the year.
Any possible names you think?
Well, no, I mean, as of right now, the champion is Tom Aspinall, but we'll see who's the champion at the end of the year. Be only fitting to have an American guy fight for the championship that night.
The UFC loses him over politics. It would be a historic leadership failure. Champions like Aspinall are rare.